5:30 in the morning. I was up around 11 o'clock at night. Um, it's now Friday morning, 23rd. What did I do? I didn't really eat. I had a smoothie. Um, I tried to do a little bit of. I wanted to finish the blurbs of the couple of. So I had a couple of exports that were done before the thing crashed, and I uploaded them yesterday, and I wanted to do the blurbs before like the exports were corrupted. So I mean, like the whole like everything about the way that it was working was like broken, right? So it's just um, I've been trying to export from May. Like I mean, I just watch the vlogs like since like the first week of May, right? Like I've been stuck for like weeks. I'm gonna change my battery. Okay, I have to. I actually have a full charge this time, so that's good. No, I got up around 11. It was like dark and rainy. Um, I guess I'm thinking I didn't really sleep much, but whatever. I want to be up for most of the day, and I was just focusing on this, but I mean it's aborted. I mean, and there's not really like I gotta. When I get back to this, I'm hoping it comes out quickly, but it's gonna be like a lot, and that can't be my primary focus right now. My primary focus instead of that, like once I get around to it, it's going to be a long process of watching a lot of vlogs and uploading them, and it's like the same thing, right? So I still have a lot of work to do regarding that. But I mean, I'm good for a month, more than a month, more like 6 weeks worth of stuff that's uploaded. And if I'm going to be swapping off my laptop, like if I'm going to be moving to a different laptop, one of the things I'm going to need to do is archive because I've got lots and lots of browser history that I'll need to put aside uh, for in my long term journal entry stage. So what I'm going to be focusing on for right now, then, rather than rather than focusing on the editing for a little bit, I'm going to actually be trying to get back to the concert review. But that itself is an addendum on top of the archiving. So that's my focus. I've got, I think, probably a week before the check gets here, and I'm hoping I can get that cleared off before the check gets here. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, but once it's over, it'll be better. When this is dealt with, I'm not gonna have to deal with juggling things, right? I'll be able to take the information off of the card, put it on the drive here. I'm not going to be dealing with virtual machines anymore. Um, and that machine will run its full resources dedicated on its own. And I'll be able to multitask, which is what I've been lacking, is that ability to multitask. So this is going to be a gigantic productivity boon for me. Like it's going to be huge. So I just need to prepare for it, and things are about to get better. Um, I'm not going to run over this again. I've been over this enough. It's just poor circumstances. But I'm turning a corner, and things will be better soon. What are we doing for today? It's going to be archiving. What does that mean? It means going through my browser history. And in fact, the way this is set up is kind of, I have half of my browser history in a 64-bit browser and the other half in a 32-bit, right? And it's not just that. I'm going to be going through and basically deconstructing this machine down to its bare bones. Uninstalling piece of software after software, going through as many, you know, excuse me, going through as many setting files and log files as I can find to take everything off of my C drive because I am going to reformat this machine. I think that that's going to be a very good thing for me to do, and I'm looking forward to it. But I gotta archive it all. So that's the task. Hopefully it's not too long, but we'll see. I think that with the browser, I'm just trying to think when was the last time I did this. I think the last time I did this was the beginning of 2016, so a year and a half. I think that I've put a much stronger emphasis on writing in my own space over the last 6 months, anyways. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. But I don't think it's going to be nearly as time consuming as it could be. We'll see. It's going to be kind of like one set at a time kind of thing, and I'm just going to be going over, copying, pasting. I've got the well, I've got Facebook sites that use Facebook as a plugin, like Huffington, and then there's what's the name of that? What is it? I can't even remember. There's a comment system. I gotta use that too. But I think it's gonna be a lot of Google searching as well. And removing a lot of Google. Um, I'm not gonna touch the or should I? No, I should use the Google stuff too. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So I got a lot of work to do. Over 2 browsers, and I guess it's about a year and a half. Truth is, it probably was building up anyways. And well, the faster I do it, the sooner it's gone. So, if I can get it mostly done over the next, yeah. Like I said, that aspect of things is going to be transferring over to the new machine, right? So, I'm clearing it off in order to wipe it down. That's the point. And if I'm getting a new machine, I have it's overdue, and it's something that I got to do. So. I should do some editing overnight in the process, which means setting some things up. So yeah, I should. Okay. All right. Like I say, I'm convinced that a big part of the problem is somehow internet connected. So this machine will be going off the network once I've formatted it, and I'll be taking myself offline while I'm editing as well. Depending on how fast I get through it, I might watch a little bit, but the focus needs to be on archiving and ultimately on reviewing and just editing overnight. So that's a nice week. I'm flat broke. So I'm not going anywhere this weekend. In fact, I'm planning on, I should be inside until next Friday night, so, okay. I don't know when the check will get here, but it should be here before Friday night. Friday is a big day for me, one way or the other. It should, like I say, I expect it should be here before then, but, alright, man. So did I blow the week? No, I didn't blow the week. Well, I mean, I got the machine up and running. Yesterday didn't seem productive, but it was. It got, yeah. It's just bad luck. Bad luck, bad machines, and that's how it is sometimes, right? For me, how it's been for a long time. I need to reiterate that I believe that I'm under attack by government intelligence. All I can say once again is that this is just a waste of everybody's time and resources. There's nothing to find here. You're not really accomplishing anything except harassing me. So, hopefully you're willing to, let me able to just help and fuck off. Hopefully we're almost there. But I don't really have anything. I don't expect there'll be anything to add unless the cats present themselves as a nuisance. I don't smell it. I don't smell anything. I'll be. It looks like it's still fairly wet out there. I'm gonna wait for it to dry up a little bit. I'm gonna get something to eat. I think that's basically. Why does the fan keep turning itself off? This is very strange to me. Wait for an hour or two and try it. I'm gonna get some to eat myself before I go and see. But I think I'm clear. I was clear yesterday morning too. It wasn't until yesterday afternoon that I had to go clean something up. Oh wait. No, that's a stench. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go out right now. Okay, clean that up and chase something off. Okay. That's really over the next week. I wouldn't expect much more updates, but beyond that, unless I get really productive. So what have I got for the next week? Dealing with the cats. That'll come up at the end of the week. End of the week. Should I do that this week? Yeah. Well, it depends. But I gotta deal with that, and I gotta deal with that, and I'm also dealing with archiving. Okay. And that means what? I've got 32-bit, 64-bit, and we'll see the other things come up as they come up. I'm just gonna write files, which will get the point. Okay. Alright, I check the cats, and get to sitting down and doing some work. That was a false positive, actually, so that's two nights in a row where it's clear. And in fact, I don't see any cats around at all. If somebody is providing shelter for these cats, they may be taking on more responsibility than they would like. But nonetheless, if it keeps them out of the garden here, or the windowsill here, that's a big step forward. If I can determine who it is that's if somebody is providing these cats shelter and I can figure out who it is, then I can actually get the file out here. That would be good for me in both ways, right? And I'm not gonna be like, well, it's only once. No. If they're still out here, in fact, even just on the principle of it, right? So go ahead, protect your cats, take responsibility for them. Gives me somebody to blame, which is what I need. But that was a false positive. It's 2 nights in a row. There was one yesterday. It's fairly minor. I mean, compared to what it was, that's definitely slowing down. Odd. All right. Like I said, my focus for the next couple of days is that archiving, but I need to. I also need to get the editing part ready for overnight as well. So, both. So the property owner came today, and I think you can see it there. Yeah, she came. She put some tarp with some wood all the way around. I should keep the cats out in the short term. What she's saying she's gonna do is she's gonna put some sod down. It was my idea to put the sod down, so I had to. Unfortunately, I had to get a little bit pissy. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I should rephrase that. I probably didn't actually have to get a little bit pissy. She probably would have come around to it. But I mean, it's not. This isn't really her fault. It's the people that, it's her sister and her father. They're just, and to a certain extent, it's not. Well, actually, maybe I want to say it's not her fault but I mean, it kind of is her fault because she's got them. You know, I mean, you can't blame them, right? When somebody that's mentally challenged does something that's offensive or harmful to somebody because they're placed in a position of power by somebody else, it's really not their fault, right? It's the person that put them in a position that's negligent and not, you know, that's the truth of it. But whatever. I'm not, when I put the conditions down, it was okay. I put the financial part down. Do I feel something needs, well, they better not bug me for the next 2 weeks, right? They got 2 weeks to play nice. We'll see how that comes up. Do I think that I am actually due a little bit of compensation? I think I am. I think if the issue resolves itself quickly enough and they fuck off, for lack of a better term, I think I'll be okay. But if I have to deal with anything at all over the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna get pissy real fast. So yeah, that's a short-term solution, and that's, in fact, again, I had actually suggested that when there was a whole bunch of wood sitting out there. I was thinking, well, why don't I just put the wood down? And she ended up doing that. One of the things I suggested as a solution was sod. That's what she's suggesting, was sod. So she's listening, and I think that's good. Because I mean, nothing. It wasn't. Yes, I did take a lot of the soil out when I was removing the feces, but I don't think that I'm like there's nothing that's gonna grow there, but I don't think I'm at fault for that, right? You had cats digging things up. Cat feces is like, I mean, people think if it's feces, it's good for none. Cat feces is toxic, right? And I mean, it's just, I mean, there was, I mean, it didn't rain for a long time, a dry patch, and everything else, right? So I mean, I'm sure it was a factor, but I don't think it was a dominant one, right? So, if they want to put some soil there in order to keep the water out of the foundation, which they clearly do, then they're going to have to come up with another idea like sod. And we're making progress here. This is positive. And like I say, it's maybe unfortunate that it had to come down to an ultimatum like that. I told her I don't want to go to court, right? Like I don't want to, When I put $1. Okay. I think that if you've been watching or listening to this for a while, I think it's pretty obvious, kind of the reality of the situation. But I'll spell it out, and I'll be clear at this particular moment. I think that it's pretty obvious that whatever they're doing, it's perhaps not planned out to the precise moment, but it seemed to be that they had an overarching tactic that if something upset me, well, I guess that would be too bad. It's too bad that Jessica's upset. Maybe if Jessica's upset, she'll move out, right? So if I come back at that, like no. Not only am I not moving out, but if you're going to piss me off, I'm going to sue you and I'm going to get a rent reduction. I think that kind of clicked, right? And maybe I didn't have to do that in order to get them, but I think I did have to do that in order to get them to shut up. Because in their mind, they were thinking that if they just pissed me off enough, but that's not how it's going to be. And I kind of had to put that down, right? That it's not going to be that you're just going to piss me off and I'll leave. It's going to be that if you're going to piss me off, and you're going to go out of your way to piss me off, and you're going to harass me, and you're going to make my life difficult, I'm going to sue you. And not only will you not get rid of me, but you'll lose rent, right? So it was kind of a shot across the bow. And I got the response that I wanted. So, I don't want to approach this maliciously, right? I may have to react to a malicious approach, but I don't want to retaliate in those, or I may have to retaliate, but I don't want to, I don't want to escalate on my own terms, right? I'll react however they need me to, but if I'm getting a decent reaction. That said, we can put this aside, we can file it away, and if it does come to blows later on, then I can trot that out then. But I mean, it is still 2 weeks until the date, so there's still plenty of time for things to go sour, but I think things are going on the right path, so I'm content with that. So that's that for the day. I've been sitting in bed doing a lot of typing. I got all the CBC stuff done, which is a big part of it. I've also cleared out a lot of the kind of routine history, like the search history. So the 32-bit version is down to like a couple of hundred. I mean, I've got the 60. The bulk of the history is in the 64-bit, and it's like there's so much to go through. There's like hundreds of thousands of pages, right? But like a huge amount of it is like Google Maps, Google Search, Gmail, Facebook, and that kind of stuff. Wikipedia, I can just wipe all that out, right? I just gotta find the comments. Go through from there. I wasn't expecting to finish this today, but I did take a good chunk out of it. I'm yawny, but I don't think I'm quite sleepy yet. And I think that my prerogative for the day is to have this turnover. So, I think that for tonight, I'm gonna plan to actually get some sleep tonight. It's been a while. Well, I mean, like last night it was weird because what was I doing? I was napping over I don't even remember. But the night before that, it was like a check disc was running, right? So tonight I can turn everything off and actually get some sleep. And I'm looking forward to it. But I gotta wait a few more hours. Because with 3, if I can push it off to 5 or 6, maybe 7, and I can be up in the morning. I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna spend the next couple of hours doing kind of mundane deletion. So like I say, searching for wiki, Google, kind of stuff, and we'll see how close I can get to wiping it down. Um, what's gonna be left, like I say, is I got all the CPC stuff off. That's one of the big ones. There's gonna be enough Huffington stuff to take off, but probably not as much as I might think. That's all through Facebook. Um, and YouTube, I think. It hasn't been the last time I did this, I was clearing out Canadian election, and when I get a little bit obsessed. So I'm going to all kinds of sites like I would normally never go to iPolitics, but when there's an election, I'll go to iPolitics, right? Um, but so I mean the number of sources is going to be reduced. It's mostly going to be YouTube. Well, because I'm done the CBC, it's mostly going to be YouTube and Huffington, I think. Those are the 2 big ones. So if I can get through that, it won't be too much longer. But like I said, for the rest of the night, it's just mundane stuff. And if nothing else happens, then I'll see you in the morning. I want to get back to more of a yeah. Well, no, it's not even okay. I'm not getting anywhere with that. Okay. But the minute I want to get back to more of a normal like narrative type. I mean, the logs. I mean, this is what happens when my computer breaks. It's just like becomes scattered, and you know. Um, I want to get back to more of a narrative type logging rather than just being like, where am I? What day is it? What am I doing? Right? You know. And I mean, and that's not even like instead of logging, like I want to get back to like a narrative type life, right? Or I have more of a. I'm almost there, right? I'll be back at the music reviews soon. Hopefully before I get the new computer next week. And I'm even thinking maybe I might even get the music review site done before I get the new computer. And wouldn't that be great, right? Well, actually, that's right. I gotta also okay. I'll get the exporting done before I go to sleep. So there will be editing while I'm sleeping. Okay, yeah. We're not gonna turn it off. We're gonna let it do that. Okay. All right. So. I'm almost there. Almost there. This has been like. This has been my entire life. This is what my entire life is like. We've already done this spiel, but it's just like when I was just about to get back on track when the laptop broke at the beginning of May, and it's almost July. It's 2 months. I did the best I could, and I'm almost out of this. And that was after losing all of April and losing all of March, and in fact even losing, well, the part in the new year. I don't know if I'd say I lost January and February, but I don't like I say I'm gonna have to go back and check because I don't my thought process was so scattered from that, and I gotta get back to the alter reality. I need to get back to the alter reality before September. That's so key. Okay, so I'm not getting anywhere sitting here and talking into a camera. Just gotta keep going.